Okay, so good evening. On that slightly. So I'm here tonight to talk about everything Barcelona OLR UK. Okay? So there's been a couple of comments on the initial video I put up. So about the cost of it and that. But for Barcelona enthusiasts, you know, the cost is nominal over the time period. So I just was sorting this out, and I said I'd do a video. I'd go through it in as much depth as I can with the knowledge I have. I've had a couple of conversations with Tony around this, and I've also got I'm sure you can see there now, but I have the posters for the advertising for Barcelona OLR UK. So initially, as we know, it's €500 into the Barcelona OLR race with one activated pigeon for a team of 4 pigeons. That's no problem. That's the same as most other, or similar to most other one-loft races around the world. Okay? Bar the $1 million race, that's €1,000 per board. Fine, okay, that's neither here nor there. And then to activate subsequent boards after that, it's €500 each. So really, if you're going to activate 4 pigeons before the race season, it's £2,000. That's the long and the short of it. The chances of you having 4 pigeons by the time the prize money races come, you know, I don't know whether that's going to happen or not. So therefore, you're not technically activating 4 pigeons. You might only activate 3. 1 is already activated, and 2 subsequent, or 1 and 1 subsequent, or just the 1 that's there is all you have left, which is common in all the one-loft races. We all know that. So, I'm going to just talk a little bit about it. I have the poster here, so I'm just going to read through it. So, the prize money available for the first year, so young board racing, is a guaranteed $80,000 prize money. Okay. From your young boards to become yearlings, the prize money is then $90,000, and in year 3 it's $100,000 overall prize money for 2-year-olds then. Okay. So the way that works out is in the yearlings, the young board stage. So your first Barcelona OLR race, the young board race, the final young board race is a prize of €30,000 first prize. As in the yearling race, it's €40,000 first prize, and in the Barcelona final, if you got lucky enough to be first in the one-loft race from Barcelona, the Barcelona International is going to be €50,000 prize money. So initially, it looks quite expensive to start off, but when you look at the longevity of your boards, so what I mean by that is, under normal circumstances, you have your sprint races, your one-loft races, which is fine, that's what they're there for, and then at the end of the season your boards are sold on to the highest bidder, and the prize money is split between the loft and the breeder or the owner at the time, if it's a venture board, whoever's paid for, or in this case if somebody's bought your board, the same thing. This race is going to be in conjunction with the BICC, so Tony is going to be joining the BICC, and any of his races then are going to be facilitated by the BICC. And the Barcelona race, if I remember rightly, said it was 784 miles to him. I can't stand to be corrected on that, but I think it's 780 is what we talked about the other night. So, the other big thing about this is that you have the chance to actually win first international Barcelona with your board in the UK. So if you're from Ireland, so this video is really geared for Irish lads. The information is in general for everybody that wants to take part in this. But you know, you have the opportunity to win first international Barcelona into the UK. You know, as unlikely as that might seem at the moment, 20 years ago they said nobody would win an international in the UK, and now Barcelona, I believe, is the only one that hasn't been won in the UK to date. So, you know, it's doable, and the more that are sent, the more doable it is. Now, so the breakdown of prizes is as follows, okay? So in the yearling prizes, like I said, is $30,000. The race will be from Bover, I think it is. Bover, isn't that what it says here? Yeah, Bover, I think it is, for the first young board race. And then the first prize will be $30,000. Second prize 15. Third prize 10,000, I think it is. And then we have 4th 8,000, 5th 5,000, 6th 4,000, 7th 3,000, 2,000, 1,500, and then prizes of €500. Okay, so that's in your young board stage alone. Okay, in the final race of the young board stage. Okay, and the same boards become yearlings. Then you have the prize money then in the race is, the prize money then is up to 90 grand, and in the yearling race then for activated pigeons is 40,000 first prize, second prize 15,000, third prize 10, and again 8,000, 6,000, 4,000, 3,000, 2,000, 1,500, and I think it's 500. There may be a misprint there on that. It says 50. Okay, so I'll have to double check that. Yeah, it looks like that. And then we have year 3, the Barcelona International Race. Should your boards be there for year 3 and you've activated them and they're still rocking? We have 50 grand, 15 grand, 10 grand, 8,000, 6,000, 4,000, 3,000, 2,000, 1,500, and then 10,500. Then we have Ace Pigeon Awards also, that will be there, and again there's a substantial amount of money there to be won. So realistically, lads, there's very few people have all their boards available when it comes to one laughed racing and the race programme, okay, and the final where the big money is won. So for me, this is a syndicate opportunity, and it's a long game. It's not the short game. The sprint racing is great, the one laughed races that's finished in the season, the European and warm weather one laughed races that we have available to us in Ireland, all over the world, whereby the racing and those programs as our off season is great. This one's going to be run in our on season, so it's really going to be interesting. It's going to be run in conjunction with the BICC. Like I said, Tony's going to be sending the boards with BICC boards, and I just think it's a fantastic opportunity, you know. And it's not that expensive, because most of us, if we send to a one laughed race, it's €500 off the bat for one activated pigeon. Subsequently, from any activating any pigeons after that, can be anything from €130, €150 right up to €500 per board. And like I said to you, in the $1 million race, it's €1,000 per board. Okay, so realistically, not a bad deal. Like I said, we all do this. So if 4 fellas got together, it's €500 a pop. There's your 4 boards activated. If 4 fellas got together and it's not even €500 pop, it's €125 pop. That's your first board here. And you wait till the activation time comes and you activate whatever boards are left over. So it may only be another €500 between 4 fellas, or it could be €1,000 between 4 fellas, or €1,500 between 4 fellas. And it's all manageable, lads. It's very, very manageable. You know, it's not a rip-off. There's great prize money out there, but this is a long game. Those same boards have the opportunity to win money year on year, right up to the 2-year-old stage where they will compete, if they're still in the lofts, with the Barcelona International Race. And the ultimate prize is first International Barcelona. Fantastic, you know. Tony has the endurance breeding stud over there. There's plenty of venture boards that are going to be available within this one laughed race, bred from other fanciers as well as from Tony in the stud, and they will just be costing €500 as well. So even if you didn't want to breed a team and send the whole team over, you can buy one venture board. That will only be €500. So the venture boards are there. Again, a syndicate of 5 fellas, €100 a pop. You know, it's not. It doesn't have to be a team of 4 and it's £2 grand. It can just be buy one board that's doing well in the season, you know, and activate it. It's that simple. It can't be that easy. So I think this is a winner, lads. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Now, to sweeten the pot, especially for the lads here in Ireland, if you want to send your own boards and you want to send a team of 4 and it's €500, you pay your €500 to Tony, you book your boards in, you get your boards to me here in Dublin. We'll be arranging shipping dates in probably March and April. You get your boards to me here in Dublin, your boards come to Dublin, and you have no transport fee. So we're going to facilitate the transport. Tony is going to have the boards collected from my house in Dublin, and the boards are then going to be shipped over to the UK. So when you're shipping boards to any of the one laughed races around the world, or even the one laughed race in the UK, you have to pay a shipping fee of, depending on how many boards, €70 upwards. You know, if it's one board, if it's a team of 5, it's usually about €70, and then multiples of that when you're shipping boards. So the clincher for me, for the lads here in Ireland, is that simple. Send your team of boards, pay your €500, and you'll have no shipping costs. You know, it's well worth having a go at. Okay? Well worth having a go at. Alright? Talk to you later, lads.